Okay, and at the time that we had entered that, we were not aware that Lennar slash Admiral had illegally picked up soils. Whether they did it or not, it was their consultant that did it. They picked up contaminated soils, took them to a non-registered dumping areas, and proceeded to dump contaminated soils throughout Jacksonville. It's better than nothing. It begs us having to go back and prove that they did something if in fact a flume is discovered and we wind up contaminating. The likelihood of all this happening, if they're going to put industrial there, is moot. But in absence of knowing what use they have in the future, I need us removed from that chain of title somehow, someway with a big fat indemnity. It's a problem. It cuts both ways. The initial argument I would make is, hey, we didn't know what Lennar slash Admiral was doing until they got busted. They illegally moved dirt, which was environmentally contaminated. In our way of thinking, that puts everything back at square one. Now we are at square one. This is what we need to get this deal done. If you get pushback, to the point where the condition seems to be going in the way that you just described, which was, hey, we've performed, we've done everything, sorry. If you want to prove it's bad, go for it. Take a limited indemnification. Sure. Yes, we had both Phase 1 and Phase 2. That was delivered to Admiral through Charlie Arnold, and then Charlie conveniently did not deliver that to Lennar when Lennar purchased Admiral Homes. Charlie just went, oops, what Phase 1, Phase 2? Because Phase 1, Phase 2 clearly showed there was Class C bunker oil on the racetrack area. And it also showed in the environmental testing and the probes that they did, they hit multiple could not penetrate sections in the northeast corner, which is the area that again has contamination. Now thankfully they didn't go there and dig it up like they did the Bunker C oil land, but everything was disclosed previously in a Phase 1 and Phase 2, and we, subsequent to them calling us saying, yeah, can we meet, some year ago, Lennar calling us, we delivered that, and their eyes went big and wide, and they said, oh my heavens, we have never seen this. Mm-hmm. Yes. And we need the site map. Well, I'm asking Lennar for the indemnification. Well, we know for a fact, based on our environmental and based on our geotech, that the Adlands section was not contaminated. We know that based on the phase 1 and the phase 2, because it has maps where the testing took place. It shows where the bunker COL was. I bet you the repository of all things written, Mr. Blanchard, probably has said environmentals. Yeah, no, absolutely. If Daniel's got that phase 1 and the phase 2, and we can dig through that. But there was a site map with that that showed where the geotechs were, and that showed where the bunker COL was on the racetrack, and showed where the do not penetrates are in the geotech test itself. So that's going to, yeah, as you said, that'll be helpful.
Oh yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, can't we just get one clean deal, please?
Yeah.
Oh, this one started out easy. It was just a little racetrack. What did we know? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, yes. Roger that. Doing great. Absolutely. Thank you. Will do. See ya. Bye.
Bruce, would you like a few minutes before the appetizers?
Oh no, Joey,
Just go ahead and let it roll.
Just go ahead and throw them in the kitchen and let her go.
Yes.
That'll be perfect.
Excellent.
Hey, hon, it's me. It's about 6 or 6:10, something like that, at dinner, and I will call you later. Love you. Bye.
Yesterday we were gone.
Yeah, you're right. We forgot. I forgot. No, man, I wish I'd remembered too.
Oh, man, how are you?
I'm good. I was here last night for dinner.
Were you really?
Yeah, Melissa and I, nothing in the fridge, so we just popped over.
Just popped over.
Good salmon.
How far is this from your house?
10 minutes.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
close.
That's
Close?
nice.
It is. It's
Yeah,
a good
the
place.
restaurants up here are better than the restaurants down where we are. Really.
I haven't
On
found
average.
I haven't found a restaurant that I feel comfortable with down there.
Well, that meal we had the other night was good. It was good, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was It was good.
No, I mean in St. Augustine proper.
Oh, no, I haven't found anything I like at all.
No.
I don't know why not. St. Augustine Beach has got a couple of nice ones.
I don't spend any time there.
You know, it's really it's just like up here. I mean, it could be a great beachfront destination.
Yeah.
I'm trying to, you know, the county owns land there, and I'm trying to get the city to join me. And really, I've hired, a landscape architect in discussion with a couple different ones just to create a beachfront destination there, and one at Milano Beach. The guy Jared, you know Jared, Steve Jared.
He's a broker. Yeah.
He owns land. He's a broker. But he owns the marina in Milano Beach.
Milano Beach Marina.
It's on, as you come across the bridge, it's on the right hand side. The whole Milano area is a place that you should be looking to.
Well, there's Comanche.
No, that's on the
So-
left. That's on the this side.
So you're talking about on the east
I'm
side?
talking about the Porpoise Point. Yeah, that Porpoise Point, that whole end piece there.
I didn't realize there was a marina in there.
Yeah, we just put a lot of money in there for all the infrastructure.
The one on the south side.
Yeah.
On the northern end of Porpoise Point.
Correct.
I understand.
I mean, that's
When did he buy that?
I don't know.
Man,
But that's
it's a good investment.
I think that's the whole point that you should be looking at.
It's a good investment.
Because I think that we need beachfront destinations in St. Johns County, tourist beachfront destinations.
Who owns the area around the pier?
I'll find out. I mean, there's a note that's the bank's foreclosing on right now.
On the motel next to it?
Well, on a couple of lots, 4 or 5 lots, and of course Tom Fleming's all over me. I got to get a hold of Tom, and, Regency.
I know Regency, but I don't know Tom Fleming.
Yeah, he does a lot of the Publix. They were going to do a Publix down there.
Well,
So he's got $1 million that he's ready to put in the deal.
See, there's a Publix. I remember a Publix where the road branches and goes to.
There's nothing over there.
No?
Zero. You got to come across the bridge and go to Route 1 and go to Winn-Dixie.
I thought there was a Publix down there.
It's Death Valley over there.
Okay.
It's the Guano Road.
Yeah.
And you come south on Guano. But I'll get you that site map. It's something you guys should be taking a look at. Because I think, we just put all the underground crap in. All the drainage holes and everything.
All the horizontals in place.
All the heavy lifting, it's finished. And now we
It's
got
a developer dream then.
Now we got to put a deal together.
Yeah.
Because it can go from the ocean to the Matanzas.
Mm-hmm.
Because the inlet's right there.
I'd like to. Let's look at those plat maps.
I will. I'll get you in touch with. There's 2 guys involved, and the banks. The guy who was the original guy, everybody's trying to take him out right now. But
we go in by his notes, and
that
that's
would be my approach.
he's out of there.
Yeah, that would be my approach. But they're still trying to negotiate with them for some reason.
Is the note all the underlying debt? Do you know?
I think the note's a little underwater probably.
Okay.
But it's got pretty good entitlements.
Darn right. I mean, just the property itself.
Well, I got the entitlements. You got that 57 feet.
Mm-hmm.
And they got a nice little PUD. I don't know what the transferability issues are.
Do they go for every foot in? You can go another 10 feet up,
No.
or one for one.
We don't do that. I'm going to have, if you would please, a blend levitt.
Yes.
Thank you all.
Sure. Right away for you.
Hey.
Perfect.
And I'll start.
You're in charge.
With just a little bit.
What's your first name again?
Joey.
Joey, great, thank
Yes,
you.
you're very welcome.
But I'll get you all those things. That's something that you and I should take a look at.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because what I'm thinking about doing is using it for some, as a TDC funding opportunity to create a destination. So we might be able to do some bond issuance.
Yeah, you can do some bonds off of that.
Off of the TDC stuff. I just finished all the zip code analysis on the amphitheater.
How'd that work out?
I got my new teeth. It's good.
Yeah.
It's about 67% out of the county. The people who are coming to see it.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Did it tell you where they're coming
Oh,
from?
absolutely. Ticketmaster gave me the total zip code analysis.
I'll be damned.
Because we use Ticketmaster.
Huh.
Fabulous.
Yeah, that's good intel.
Gators. Oh, Gators crazy.
That's crazy intel.
It is. We got Yeah, we had ZZ Guest, and we had, Willie Nelson coming, we had Trace Atkins. And
I saw where Willie Nelson, was it Willie Nelson?
was coming, yeah.
I get that confused with the one up here in Jacksonville, which is not a bad venue.
The Jacksonville one's very nice.
Yeah, it's not a bad venue. It's just parking is such an impossible thing.
Parking's pretty crummy at all these places. But I will definitely give you all that stuff on the Volano CRA. There's the CRA already, too.
Mm-hmm.
So there are a lot of enticing reasons to look at it. Paul told me that you and he chatted.
Yes, he called me. We traded messages, and then boom, got him.
You know Carrie McCarthy, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know Carrie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I talked to her today.
Yeah.
I had a question I couldn't answer.
Right.
The elections in St. Johns County, I didn't know if they were party elections or non-party elections.
Right.
And then I got a 45-minute explanation of...
45 minutes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not quite sure why it took 45 minutes, but
I kept asking questions because I didn't understand.
oh, you made it last 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm. It was my fault.
No, we have a complete partisan election. So you win the primary, you win the election. It's over. And of course, what I did, because we're putting the charter on the ballot
Mm-hmm.
for August 26th, and in order to guarantee the charter would pass, I asked 3 separate questions. So we have the base charter, which has got the usual provisions that charters have.
Right.
Nothing earth-shattering. It protected the municipalities and the constitutional officers. Keep my sheriff happy.
I'm sorry, Joey.
Thank you so much.
And question number 1 is, are you in favor of nonpartisan elections, yes or no? Question number 2 is, are you in favor of term limits, 2 terms, yes or no?
So you got 2 bobbleheads going.
And question number 3 is, are you in favor of 35-foot height limits east of the intercoastal?
You got 3 bobbleheads going.
Charter's not bad.
Okay. All right.
And as I explain to people, this may be the only opportunity that the residents of St. Johns County will have the opportunity to make nonpartisan elections at the local level. I don't think any other county commissioners would do it.
I don't see how they... No, I don't see them.
But I did it just to make sure that my charter passes.
Well,
The first question has to pass before the second, third, and fourth question.
and the second...
The first question is the charter.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first choice is nonpartisan. The second choice is you have to vote yes on one, and then you got an A, B, C.
And get down.
Right. So in other words, nonpartisan could fail when the charter passed. So my whole strategy was that I'd pick up the bobbleheads on A, B, and C,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd start off with 40 or 45% of the vote. And then the other, I'd pick up 5% of my sleep.
That's a huge hurdle to clear.
Mm-hmm.
Huge hurdle. Paul was talking today about the polling that we would do.
Mm-hmm. Issue stuff.
Issue.
Mm-hmm.
Just issue-based.
Yeah. I think what I'd like to do, Bruce, is really position for 2010 or 12. I think we could probably nudge Mike out.
What's available in 10?
Mike. Every 2 years.
Okay.
And that gives us a good chance to...
That's a booger. Every 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's expensive, too.
Well, it's expensive if no one, if someone runs against you. It's great.
No, I mean, if the guy's challenged.
He hasn't been challenged. There aren't very many serious challenges to congressional seats.
Once they get in, they're in.
I think it's like 93%. I mean, it's a ridiculous high number. So how did your depositions stuff all work out?
They're fine. We're lacking, you'll love this, it's a strategy thing. We're lacking 2.
I'll tell you.
Isn't that good?
That was great. Spaghetti. Excellent.
Oh, yes.
Oh, unbelievable.
Love those.
Yeah, the Apache was pretty good too, but
Excellent.
This is the Rolls Royce.
Of course, why don't I bring a couple more?
No, we're fine.
Just to, you know.
Bruce feeds me. Bruce is trying to fatten me up.
No, it's me. I missed lunch.
Did you?
I missed breakfast and lunch, yeah.
What were you doing?
That's part of that depot thing. Joey,
Any selection that I could...
your choice, either 105 or 74, whichever one you might have.
Okay.
And if you
Let me
don't,
see what
if you don't,
vintage- they're both are very good vintages,
Mhm.
actually. 01 is you know, for both are pretty good for Piedmont
and there was a 99. Where was he? No, where was he? Oh, I was going to say if neither one of those are there, default to the 107.
Yes.
If he's available.
Right. Now that is that's actually an 01 what I have on the sugar reel, which is actually better than the 99. So, but let me just see what I have
around.
available here, and then
Perfect.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Oh, we've got the depots, right? And everybody's been deposed.
Right.
Except the guys on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't been deposed yet. City's been deposed, JE's been deposed. All their testimony's in. But City and JEA, they're not suing us. The other guys are suing us.
Right.
So we got to get their deposition in. And we've got mediation coming up.
Is George doing this?
Mm-hmm. Mediation's coming up on the 12th.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have their deposition in yet.
Right.
We don't have very much of their discovery in yet. So we're going, how can we go to mediation without this stuff? So, George sent him, a real stern letter today.
Mm-hmm.
So we're working all day, try to get these guys lined up. May have one of them tomorrow and the other one Monday. If we can get both of them and do the depositions, a real hard-ass deposition, the way I like to do them, and then...
How was George at that?
He's good at that. If there's any fault, he's so smart, he's too succinct.
Mm-hmm.
He asks 5 questions, and he's made his whole case.
Right.
But as you know, oftentimes the judge is not looking at 5 questions.
No, he's not that smart.
Mm-mm. He's not that bright.
No.
So one of the counsels to George yesterday and this morning was, look, you got to figure out a way to ask the same question 3 times, and have the JEA attorney ask the same question 3 times. Then you'll have it. You'll have 10 pages of deposition, which is what you need. But honest to God.
Versus 1 page.
The other guys are true litigator attorneys. Where George was a prosecutor in the past, he relies on that. Evidently, he was very good at it.
No, I'm sure George was good at whatever he wants to be good at.
But the litigator attorneys, boom, boom, boom. Depositions that thick.
Sure.
No fooling. 2 inches thick.
Sure.
Going, holy crap, guys.
It's called the weight of evidence.
Yes.
There are certain cases when you want your pile to be full. That could be all air, but it doesn't make any difference.
No. George tells a funny story. Amsbacher, goes back years ago. Amsbacher's up. Something to do with Russell Sampson, I think.
His favorite topic on the bar.
It goes back a long time.
Build my road, subdivide my property,
Something like that.
guarantee me a profit.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll sway with my civic association, which has 2 members.
Yeah. He and his brother. Or he and his mother, right?
Yeah, whatever. I just thought it was great. American political system at its finest.
But Amsbacher gets up in front of the commission. He says, I've got this study showing the road needs to be this, and this.
Right.
And
I thought it was with Taylor Woodrow. Remember that?
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. Well, I think he took a lot of shots at it.
Pardon me, Grace.
Oh,
We've got the 01 and the lost in that.
good.
So
Good. Pour it around. We'll be fine.
Yes, I think that'll be excellent.
And Barry's got this, 3.5 inches of paper up there, and he thumps it down on the podium. He's up there in front of the camera doing his thing. And commissioners nodding, and he starts to walk away, and George says, Barry, since you entered that in, can I take a look at it? He says, no, you can't. Come to find out, what he had was just a sheaf of paper, some kind of miscellaneous nonsense.
Sure.
Nothing to do with the property.
Yeah.
But, you know, it runs back to the weight of evidence.
Mm-hmm. I do that all the time. I hold things up.
That's important. You got to have show and tell.
Mm-hmm. Holding things up is.
We don't have show and tell.
Too funny. I do think that Milano thing could be an interesting opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's fragmented right now, you know. And as I said, we put about $12 million into the ground already.
Well, if there's time, Paul said he was going to match our schedules up next week
Okay.
as soon as he gets on his feet.
Okay.
And if there's time after that, we can sit down. We'll have some advance notice so I can grab some maps. And sit down and figure out how to carve it up.
I'll get the COA map.
That's going to be good, Joey.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Yeah,
Good
already
heavens.
I could just tell, yeah.
That's nice.
So
I've never had that. That's
Oh, yeah,
good.
this is really good, Bruce.
It's
This
fun
is-
bottle.
Yeah, this is really,
Oh.
it's a little more New World style. It's pretty accessible right away.
Mm-hmm.
Old World style being Slovenian oak, you know, but this is a little more New French oak.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a,
Right,
you know,
Joe.
not aged quite as long, and as I said,
I've seen it over at Mark's often, and I've passed it up. I've never gotten it, but that's good.